Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your boy Dr. Rogers, a multiple scholarship winner and also a researcher in Korea. So today this video is a very special one for me and my subscribers. For people who are already subscribed, this video is for you. And if this is your first time on my channel, please do consider subscribing as well. So I've been receiving lots of questions from my mentees, or some people who are looking forward to publishing their research findings in order to apply for either for PhD position, postdoctorate positions, academia, or they're already in the scientific field and they want to get promoted or renew their contract. So if you are such a person, then stay here. So I'm going to show you some of the top journal finders which I use. I personally, I think there are three of them. There's this Springer, Wiley, and Elsevier. Don't mind me, though, sorry about my pronunciation, but I'm gonna spell them out so you can see. So the first one is the Springer Journal Finder. Springer. So with the Springer Journal Finder, this is it's good for you to have or to actually master the skill, because usually what happens is that you need to have the skills in order to publish your research within a short period of time. And with the Spring Journal Finder, for example, Journal Finder, with this one you're able to find paper journals which you can publish within this journal within a very short period of time, because there are some journals that will take uh, a longer period of up to 1 year before the first decision, and that first decision might be a rejection or acceptance to get into the next stage, and you might end up feeling discouraged, while there are some papers which will take you up to just a week, two, or even a month for you to get the first decision. So for example, if I'm looking for a paper which I want to publish within a very short period of time, and I go to Springer Journal Suggester or Finder, I'm going to say, for example, I'm researching on climate change. So I'm researching on climate change, you know, and usually they request you to put the manuscript text. Usually this step comes in when before you start probably writing your text. Some scientists or some researchers do this before, and it's advisable for you to do it before, so that you can go through the rules and regulations of that journal and proceed. Or you can do it after writing. So in this part you can write, let's say, climate change is a good thing. Okay, and your area of search, usually I just put, you can just put select all, and then suggest journals. So here you're gonna see a list of journals. Here this is 85 days, and you can see another one, 136 days. So what you can do is you can go further to, you know to minimize, to customize that. You can go further to customize how refine your recommendations. And usually first decision you can put minimum 20 days, and you enter minimum 20 days, and you enter. When you search minimum 20 days, let's see what happens. So here's a journal of International Journal of Environmental Research, and it has a 4% acceptance rate. Within decisions are within 18 days average. So with this journal, it will able to tell you if you can get your first decision within a short period of time, and there are so many of them. You also have exposure and health, which has an impact factor of 11.422, an acceptance rate of 8%. So you now have to start bargaining when you go for a journal. And there is even this one, Journal of Risk and Uncertainty. It takes 4 days for the first decision, and the acceptance rate is unknown with an impact factor of 1.723. So are you ready to bear that risk and go in for this kind of journal, or you will not be ready to do that. So the Springer Journal Finder is one of the top journal finders I use when I'm searching for journals in order to publish my research. Okay, another journal finder which I can recommend for people is Esclavia Journal Finder, which is also very common and it's a good one too. Esclavia Journal Finder, Esclavia, you find Esclavia Journal Finder. If you go to Esclavia Journal Finder, when you open Esclavia Journal Finder, it is pretty different from what we've seen before. But in this case, with the Esclavia Journal Finder, first you need to write the title, and then instead of writing the whole body of the text, you're requested to write the abstract. So first, you can write, let's say, a climate change again, climate change, and let's say your abstract which is usually a maximum of 500 characters. In this case, you can check if you don't know how to count characters. I've made a video on how to count characters on my journal. Please, on this page on my channel, please make sure you check that out. Let's say climate change. Okay, in this case they need you to put keywords climate, okay, change. Okay, then yeah, climate change keyword, and then they expect you to enter a longer abstract. Climate change is a good thing to look out for. Okay, yeah, you have to make it longer. Then now you find your journals. Here, when you see this, my first time decision, here I can't see any journals because I have not customized when I want to get the first hand decision to get. So if I can customize to first hand decision, maybe within first 18 weeks. Okay, I search. It shows that here I can't find any journal because probably there are no journals in for climate change. So I need to write my abstract more. I need to be more detailed, to get the kind of things I'm looking forward to. So you need to write a very, very long text. You need to write a very long text. So I've put, let's just that. It's just an example. Okay, and I find. Still loading, searching. So it gives me 45 journals that match that. So there is the first one, animal behavior. Time to first decision is 6 weeks. Time to first decision 6 weeks. So there are so many of them which you can choose, to find out which one is better for you. Okay, another third type of journal finder is, by the way, I'm going to make a video to distinguish between which one is better, Esclavier or Springer Journal. And one of the good thing about Esclavier Journal Finder is that when they reject your paper within the first stage, they can suggest another paper for you, which is relative to that. And even though it might have a lower impact factor, but they can suggest a paper for you which has higher chances, or you have higher chances of being accepted for that paper. So that is the advantage of using a Esclavier Journal Finder over the Springer Journal Finder. Springer has its own advantages and Esclavier has its own advantages. That will be a video for another day, which I'm going to do. So if this is your first time on my channel, please consider subscribing, for you will benefit from that when I do share. So another top journal finder which I'll be sharing with you is the Wiley Journal Finder. The Wiley Journal Finder is another journal finder which you can use to search for papers or manuscript where you can publish your articles. So, for example, I'm going to use climate change. Let's say my abstract is very short, climate change. Let's see what happens to climate change. You see, with this one, you need to write a very long text. It's good. With the Wiley Journal Finder, if your abstract is not long enough, it will not search. So you need to use a very long abstract before you search for journals in this case. So you find, okay, in this one, it gives you submit. Okay, in this case, it gives you the impact factor and it's going to give you the ranking of the journal and it's going to tell you whether it's open or not. So with the Wiley Journal Finder, it doesn't really, give you whether the time to the first decision or not. It doesn't directly give that to you when you are searching for papers, unlike Esclavier and Springer, which gives you the minimum time frame that is usually required for you to get the first decision after searching. So if you love this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay connected. Bye.